Hello everyone, my name is Mahelis, and in this video we will do a literary analysis of Misery Story by Anton Chekov. In this analysis, we will see five literary elements such as themes, characters, style, tone, and symbolism. Let's start with a short summary of the story. The story follows Iona Potapov, a cab driver in Russian town who is deeply affected by the recent death of his son. Iona wants to share his grief with someone, but throughout his workday, he found no one willing to listen. He transports several passengers, but all of them are too preoccupied with their own lives to pay attention to his sorrow. At the end of the day, unable to contain his sadness any longer, Iona turns to his horse at the stable and tells it his feelings, as it becomes the only listener he has. Let's start with the first literary elements, themes. The theme of the story is loneliness and the need for empathy. Iona Potapov symbolizes alienation and the lack of communication in society. The story highlights how people often remain trapped in their own worlds, ignoring the suffering of others. The need for human connection is central to the narrative, but it is constantly frustrated by widespread indifference. The second theme is social indifference. The passengers Iona picks up represent different layers of society, all showing a cool and insensitive attitude towards the cab driver pain. This suggests a social critique of the lack of empathy in modern society. The last theme is grief and incommunication. Iona's inability to communicate his sorrow reflects the experience of grief and a process that is often solitary. The fact that he can only open up to his horse at the end reinforces the idea that, in the absence of human understanding, sorrow finds its outlet wherever it can. The second element is the characters. Iona Potapov, the protagonist, a humble man suffering from the loss of his son. He embodies human vulnerability and the desperation to find a sympathetic ear. The other character is the passengers. Each passenger, in their priest appearances, symbolizes the insensitivity and selfishness of society. The next element of this story is style. Chekov employs a direct and concise style, characteristic of his short stories, where the most important elements are often implied rather than stated explicitly. The fourth element is the tone. It's melancholic and reflects the protagonist's gloomy state. The last element is the symbolism. The symbolism in this story is the horse. It represents a mood but empathetic presence, contrasting with the indifference of humans. The final scene, where Iona speaks to the horse, symbolizes his desperation to find comfort, even the simplest form. The other symbolism is the snow and darkness. These elements empathize the protagonist's mood and reinforce the atmosphere of isolation and sadness. This has been my literary analysis. I hope it helped you.